Hi, my name's Steve and I'm a live broadcast producer and vision director. Essentially what that means is working largely with large companies, global companies, who need to reach a very large audience, whether it be their employees or potential customers or things like that. And it might involve hooking up several countries around the world into one sort of big live, almost like a TV show, but for companies, for getting messages out, celebrations or figures or whatever they might need to get across to all of their employees or all of these people all over the world. My journey into this job has been quite a trek. I finished school pretty much straight after my GCSEs. And didn't really know what I wanted to be. I had an interest in radio. I quite enjoyed doing music and sound engineering and working in theatre and things like that. But it was very difficult to kind of get started in those at the age I was and with the experience that I had, and kind of ended up drifting a little bit. My dad was a civil engineer, so I worked on a few engineering projects through him and people that he knew, just as an engineer's assistant. Then I ended up working in sales for a little bit, then working in call centres, doing customer services and things like that for people like BT and Lloyds Bank and that kind of stuff. But all the time I was still dabbling around in music and things like that in the background, just sort of doing voluntary work and getting involved in a local recording studio and things like that, helping out at the local nightclub, just doing lighting for them and doing odd jobs. And eventually that led into becoming a DJ, which I did professionally for 7 years. So I was a full-time DJ and I got to do lots of traveling and have a really good time. I think as I started to get into my 30s, I started to realise that maybe DJing wasn't a long-term career decision. It wasn't something I could see myself doing all of my life. And I wanted to find something else that was as interesting to me as DJing, but more of a career and more of something that I could put my stamp on and take myself forward with. And there was a TV production company that was local to Plymouth, where I live. And I managed to get a job there during the day, just making teas and coffees for the edit suites, and sort of just helping out and doing bits of admin and tech checking things and stuff like that. And that led from sort of making coffees to being an edit assistant, where I would load in all the footage, and that then went into being a senior edit assistant, where you started to get a bit more editing experience. I was really into sound and had a background in sound engineering, so it meant that I was able to help out in the dubbing suites, where they put all of the audio together for a finished program. So whether that's recording voiceover, cleaning up all the dialogue that's been recorded, adding sound effects and music and packaging it all together to be a final kind of TV show, which I used to really enjoy. So with my editing and my sound background, there was a job that came up for a studio manager, and that studio manager job was really somebody who understood all the different aspects of TV production, video, sound, the IT side of things, logistics, and getting crews together and working out the best people to do jobs. And I did that for a couple of years and got a lot of experience, made a lot of contacts, and eventually went freelance. And in my freelance career, I did camera work, I did location sound work, I did editing, produced my own videos, worked in TV, film, all sorts of stuff, lots of news, going all over the place, gathering news. And one of the things that's always I've been really passionate about is travel. And I think you learn a lot from travel and from getting out there into the world and exploring. And this job has really helped me do a lot of that. And I've been everywhere from filming up in the Arctic with bona fide Arctic explorers to going to places like Brazil or Singapore or Mumbai and really getting to spend some time in some different really interesting places. So I'm really grateful for that. And that's still one of my favourite parts of the job to this day. I think if I was going to pass any advice on, to my younger self, it would be, that voluntary stuff and that getting involved in things that you enjoy doing. When I went into do jobs that I wasn't really that interested in, but just knew I needed a job, it didn't really take me in fulfilling directions in sort of sales and in the engineering stuff. But that's where my opportunities came from, and maybe wasted 4 or 5 years, doing jobs that weren't really taking me in a direction I wanted to go. And I think it's really important that you keep engaged with the things you enjoy and things that take you in the direction of things that you're interested in. So the radio stuff and helping out in the local recording studio and all of those things really helped me get back on track and into a career that I really love and enjoy. And if you have a passion for photography or for filming or for anything like that, just get involved in it. Do as much as you can. Experience counts for everything, and opportunities will come from within those experiences that you do. So keep your eyes open, keep an open mind, let your career path wind a bit. Don't be rigid about where you want to go. Keep an eye out for opportunities, for things that you might be interested in. Work hard, and you'll have a successful career.